Hey everyone, my name is Noah Wolfe. I'm really excited to help you guys learn how to make better coffee at home because I'm sure you guys are all missing the grind and your local cafes in the Milwaukee area. I worked at Stone Creek Coffee, a local cafe here in Milwaukee, for about 3 years. I was a barista, a master barista, and a barista trainer. There are a few things that are really important if you want really tasty coffee at home. The first thing is your water. Coffee is about 98.5% water after it's done being brewed. So if you have bad tasting water, your coffee is going to taste bad. The best way to get better tasting coffee at home is just by using your Fridges filter or a Brita filter, and that does a really good job of taking away any flavors and minerals that you don't want in your coffee. Another really important thing when we're talking about water is the temperature of your water. If you use water that's too hot and you're boiling, it's actually going to burn the coffee beans and your coffee is going to taste over extracted. On the other end, if your water is too low of a temperature, you're not going to extract enough coffee and your coffee is going to taste sour and maybe even weak. In the coffee industry, we recommend between 195 and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. The best way to do that at home is just boil a pot of water and then let it sit for a minute and you should be right there. The second really important thing is the quality of your coffee beans. If you're not using high quality coffee beans that taste good, your coffee's not going to taste good. If you live in Milwaukee, some of the highest quality coffee you can get are from places like Stone Creek, Kickapoo, and Pilcrow. But there are a ton of coffee companies that are roasting phenomenal coffee. So find what you like and make sure you use it. The third thing is how to brew coffee. When you're brewing coffee, you should always be using a 15-to-1 ratio, which means you should be using 15 parts of water to every 1 part of coffee. I'm going to show you how I like to brew coffee at home, and we're going to make it 2 ways. The first way is going to be by using a drip coffee maker. First step when brewing with a drip coffee maker is always pre-wetting your filter. As you can see, the filter's in the filter basket and I ran some water through it. If you don't do this, A, your coffee may taste like paper because you're not rinsing the paper flavor out of it, and B, the filter actually won't stick to the basket, which may mess up your brewing. The second thing that's really important, as I mentioned, is the ratio from coffee to water. Today I'm going to be using 50 grams of Stone Creek coffee ground at a medium coarse setting. I'm going to pour that all into the filter and then I'm going to level it out. I'm then going to put that all into the brewing device and I'm going to pour in filtered water and I'm going to brew. Those are a few things that you can do to make tastier drip coffee at home. So now we are going to brew a French press, which is another really common method. The first thing we're going to do when we're brewing our French press is I measured out 48 grams of whole bean coffee. I have water that's at 205 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to pour in 720 grams of water. Before I go all the way, I'm actually going to pour in half of the water to bloom the coffee. To bloom our coffee, basically what we're doing is that we're letting the coffee degas a little bit. So I'm going to give this coffee about 30 seconds to a minute and we are just going to let it bloom. After the blooming process is complete, we're going to fill the French press all the way up and we're going to let that steep for about 4 minutes total. When this French press has been sitting for 4 minutes total, I'm going to plunge it and I'm going to serve it up so that we can enjoy. So now that we have our coffee almost brewed, it is time to talk about milk. There are some things you can do at home to get frothy milk, and I'm going to show you my favorite way to do that today. I will be using Oatly today, which is oat milk, but feel free to use any milk that you like. Whole milk does the best job at frothing due to the fat and protein ratio. I threw the milk into a mason jar, and I put that in the microwave for about a half a minute. I'm going to screw the cap on to the mason jar securely, and I'm just going to give this a shake until the milk starts to turn frothy. So, once my milk is all frothed up, as you can see, you can take the cap off and you have frothy milk. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me today on this coffee journey. I hope that you guys feel a little bit more confident about how to brew better coffee at home. I'm going to enjoy my morning cup to one of my favorite records of all time, John Coltrane, Giant Steps. And I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy throughout all these weird times. Cheers.